In case you missed our last vlog, we are back in Austin for the holidays, and while the holidays may look different this year, today we are going to try to get in the holiday spirit with a couple of safe and socially distant holiday activities here in Austin.
We've got our fun, festive holiday hats on, and first up we are going to a local coffee shop here in Austin called Mozarts for a delicious, tasty, holiday drink.
We're getting chauffeured around by our Uber driver today, my mom. So Mozarts is a coffee shop located right on Lake Austin, and back in college it was my go-to study spot because one, they had bottomless coffee, and two, they have amazing views of the lake, which you're not really gonna get to see today because it's a really gross day out, which made studying much more bearable. And right before we started dating, when we were just friends, wink, wink, we'd come here to hang out and work together, so it has a bit of a role in our history together as well.
They are known for going big for the holidays, and we hear they have a twist on a hot chocolate that we knew we had to come and try.
So the reason we came here to Mozarts is for this big ball of chocolate, which is called a Cocoa Bomb Blossom, and they say they're the only ones in Austin who have one of these. And what it is, it's a big shell of Ecuadorian dark chocolate, and then inside is more chocolate and a blossom marshmallow, which we'll show you what that is in a second. So what you do is you put it in a mug, and then you pour hot milk or hot water, whatever your preference is, on top of it, and then it's going to melt and dissolve and make hot chocolate. All right, here we go. Ooh.
Melt, baby.
Come on, melt. I'm gonna stab it. Oh, there we go. Ah. All right, come on. Oh, yeah. I don't know if we have enough milk. Oh, no. Come on, Blossom. Ah, this looks so much prettier on their Instagram videos. And then voila! Look at that. That's the blossom marshmallow. That's fun. And then you're just gonna stir it up and get it all melty and good. And on all the videos we saw people making these, it just like perfectly blossoms out. But ours wasn't as graceful. But it's still really fun.
The milk cools down a little bit.
Humongous chunk of chocolate on the marshmallow right now, so we gotta keep stirring this and get it to melt a little bit more. Oh yeah, it's gonna be good.
Super sweet, super creamy, super warm, delicious,
Chocolatey.
perfect hot chocolate. Let's try this marshmallow though. You kind of have to use a spoon to break it apart a little bit. A little more chocolate in there.
Try me some of this marshmallow. We recently had like a high quality marshmallow for the first time after having like just the puff ones that you get at the store for like $1 for a pack. Yeah, for like a pack of 100. And you can really tell the difference. So I'm curious to see if this one's better than the store-bought one too. It's so creamy. It's kind of melting from the hot chocolate, so it has this like creamy but soft and marshmallowy consistency to it. This is good. And just in case we didn't get enough hot chocolate, we also got a peppermint hot chocolate that they actually made for us.
And if we didn't have enough sugar, we got a little snowman cookie and a little snowflake decorative cookie. Should I go for the hat?
With the head.
Excellent sugar cookie. But you know what'll take it to the next level? A little Dunkaroo. Oh, now chocolate on there.
So the best part about this cocoa bomb is since our milk wasn't super hot, so it didn't melt perfectly, you get like chunks of chocolate in the bottom, so as you drink your last few sips, you're like, it's like a chocolate surprise.
The biggest reason why Mozarts is hugely popular in the holidays is because of their big crazy light show that they have. You can normally just come and go as you please, but this year they're doing reservations only. We've been to it before, so it's super cool, so we highly recommend it. But tonight we're gonna go to a different famous light show here in Austin. So a popular dish to eat here in Texas around the holidays are tamales. So a tamale is a dough basically made out of corn and some other ingredients called a masa, and then stuffed with meats, cheeses, beans, anything you want really. The possibilities are endless, and then steamed in a corn husk. And pro tip, don't eat the corn husk.
So tamales are a Mesoamerican dish, and because of the large Mexican influence here in Texas, they become a very popular dish to have around the holidays. And they're typically made during very large gatherings because they're portable and they're affordable to make for large groups. But they are very time intensive. They have these parties called tamaladas where basically the whole family will get together. They'll work on tamales till like the late hours of the night so they can have them the next day for Christmas. But we don't know how to make tamales, and since it's very time intensive, we came to a place called Tamale House East in East Austin. It's been around since the 50s. We figured if they've been doing it this long, they'll do it right, and we're gonna enjoy their tamales instead.
So they have 3 different tamales to choose from: pork, chicken, and bean, cheese, and jalapeno. And we got 2 different ones to try. We got a pork and a bean, cheese, and jalapeno. And it comes with enchilada sauce. This is warm, shredded cheese. We're gonna dump all that on there, give it a shot. We're not totally sure which one is which here. I think I see pork in this one, and I thought I saw a bean on the outside of this one, and I thought they did that on purpose. But now the bean is gone, so I'm not sure what flavor this is. But we're gonna just dive in and see what we got. Oh, buddy. Oh, yeah. I feel like that's pork.
We were wrong.
Yeah, this one's pork. This is so delicious. The dough, masa, is just so crumbly and chewy, and not chewy, it's soft and just very kind of melt in your mouth. It's got good seasoning in it, salty, flavorful, and then the pork is nice and tender as well. Lots of flavor in there. It's not just salt and pepper pork. There's all kinds of goodies in there, all kinds of flavors.
Okay, we found the bean one. It looks a little bit different. It actually has a lighter corn husk. Oh, the jalapeno's a little spicy. That's really good. The beans are nice and like refried, and they're very like soft and creamy. And then the masa is kind of, I know everyone hates this word, but it's the best word to describe it. It's kind of moist. It's not too dry. And so the creaminess of both just like goes together so well.
Update, major development here. So we were sitting here eating the tamales that we ordered, and then I guess they saw us sitting here enjoying them, so they were nice enough to bring us out a more traditional tamale. This is a chicken mole tamale that they like to eat at their house. So we love mole. We've had it a couple times before, but I'm excited to try their version because from what we gather, it's kind of different everywhere you go. Very excited for this one. Ooh, it's nice and warm. Look at that steam. You can smell all the spices going on in there. Okay, out of the 3 that I've tried, that's the winner right there.
Oh man, we got so lucky.
Yeah, we got so lucky. It's so good. You can taste all the spices and the sweetness in the sauce. The chicken is so soft and tender and good. And oh man, it's just like a perfect, comforting, delicious combo. This is my favorite.
Mole just has such an interesting, complex flavor wow. Yeah, that's probably my favorite too. We're really lucky that he brought it out to us. The other tamales are delicious, but we didn't know what we were missing with this guy right here. So they say on the menu that these are Texas-sized tamales, and they are not playing around. We've had quite a few tamales in the past, but I think they've always been about like half the size. These things will fill you up with just one. We normally eat like 5 tacos and we're still not full, but on this, I was full after one tamale. It is just so hearty and the masa is just extremely filling, and they're only $5 each. It's extra if you get sauce, but $5 for just the tamale, and that's basically a whole meal, so it's a really good deal.
All right, we've got one more stop on this holiday adventure, but we gotta wait for it to get dark first.
We headed back to the house to grab my dad and Kona for our final holiday adventure of the day, the Trail of Lights. The Trail of Lights is an iconic activity here in Austin. It started in 1965 as Yule Fest, but was renamed the Trail of Lights in 1992, and from the early 1970s until 1998, the event was mostly a drive-through experience.
We've been to the Trail of Lights a couple times before in the past, but only walked through it. This year, due to COVID, they've taken it back to the original driving experience so that everyone can enjoy it safely. So we're just about here. So the process is you reserve a spot online for a time slot, and it's $30 to $35 depending on what time slot you get. So you get here about 30 minutes before your time, and then you get in the queue. The cool thing is, as you're waiting, they have a radio station that you can tune into for some holiday tunes, and then there's also a screen with some videos on there so you can enjoy it while you're waiting in line.
So the Trail of Lights changes a little bit every year, and this year they have 2 million lights, 70 displays, lighted tunnels, 90 lighted trees, and we're here on UT night, and that's where we went to college, Hook 'em Horns. So they're supposed to have some UT stuff as well, so it should be pretty cool. Here we go!
Hey big guy, how are you this evening?
We made it back from the Trail of Lights, drive-through edition, and we have to say, we really liked the driving version of the event. Once you actually got into the Trail of Lights, it takes about 15 minutes to drive through, and you obviously can't stop and stare at everything like you can when you're walking, but you're going like 3 miles per hour, so you can still see everything really well, and it's really nice not to be like smushed up against strangers the whole time like you are at the walking event. I feel very festive now. I think we really got in the holiday spirit, so we'd highly recommend it.
This is actually going to be our last video of 2020. We're going to spend the next few weeks just relaxing and enjoying the holidays. So we hope that you do the same, and we'll see you in 2021.
Say bye. Say see you next year. Say see you next year.
Cheese good?
Okay. Is there anything in my teeth? Why can't I eat anything without making a mess?
It's a surefire thing that Kathryn will make some sort of mess anywhere we go.
It's so true. I've learned to embrace it. Is that what a reindeer makes?
Probably more of like a horse.